it was like a light bulb came on in my head and it blew my mind.
Hey guys, welcome to This Courageous Generation, a YouTube channel designed to encourage and
inspire your walk of faith.
That's right. And today is
Testimony Tuesday.
Testimony Tuesday, and we have a special guest with us
to
give her testimony. And if you ever wondered what a testimony is, it's basically your story, how you met God, how you got introduced, and how He changed your life.
Yeah. So I grew up in a Christian family, and my mum was very faithful in taking us to church every week. It was quite a small church though. I'm from quite a small town, and the demographic, like the age range in the church, was kind of like older people. So there wasn't that many children my age, like children and teens my age. So I maybe grew up with like 2 or 3 other people my age that went to church. And I got to about 14 and I don't know, like I didn't really want to go to church anymore. You know, fast forward a few years, and when I was 16, and I just started going back again. My mum didn't force me, no one forced me. I just thought, well, I'm just going to start going back again. And the church held an Alpha course. And if you don't know what Alpha is, then look at the video up here. Wink, wink. In short, Alpha is like an introductory course for non-Christians. So whatever you believe, whatever your background is, it's like a 10-week course, and each week you explore a different topic of Christianity from the very beginning, and you can bring whatever opinions you want. Yeah, that's a short story.
Very good.
It's really good. And at Alpha, they have free food, so that's why I wanted to go. And they had a youth worker. The church had just hired like a part-time youth worker to come, and she was arranging a few teens from our church and like a church from like a town away to go to this summer camp called Soul Survivor for teens. And I'd never been away from home before. And I was 16, never been away from home. And I was so nervous, but I thought, you know what? I want to go because I want to know what this faith is about, and I want to do it with people my age. So I go to this, I pluck up the courage to go. It took me a lot of courage to go. And it blew my mind. Like there were like 10,000 young people there.
Wow.
We camped. It was so much fun. We had like 2 main meetings, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and that's where we like had our main worship time. We heard from the Bible and everything, and I just never been surrounded by that many young people before, like Christian teens, and it was amazing.
I've never experienced that.
No, it was awesome. People were worshipping, and like it was like God was in the room, like literally manifest. I went to a seminar just for girls, and at the end of it, there was like a call for prayer. The lady who was doing the seminar was Beth Redmond, so that's Matt Redmond's wife, and she like put her arms around me, and I was crying, and she prayed. She was like praying in my ear, like it was like a light bulb came on in my head, and I was like, everything makes sense now. Like everything, like I was like, yes, it's real. I can't believe it's real. This is it. So I guess like that was the moment when I kind of had my eyes open to it, I think, for me, not just seeing it for everyone else, but like myself. Yeah. So then next year I struggled with some mental health issues. I left college for summer, and I really struggled because I didn't have the easiest home life, and my time at college and school was kind of like a rhythm, like I'd have a safe place to go to when I went to school, and for summertime like that, all of a sudden that stopped, and I was like left thinking like, oh, I have like 6-7 weeks at home with my parents, and it's going to be hard, and so that sent me into like quite a hard place of mental health. And my mum was in a bit of a despair, so then she signed me up for this Christian summer camp again. So I went, but I was really depressed. Like, I wouldn't say I had chronic depression, but that summer, like, I had no energy to do anything. Like, I didn't want to wash my hair, I didn't want to eat. It was really bad. Like, it wasn't good. We'll come back to mental health on a different topic. And anyway, I went back to this camp with a different crowd of people. and they prayed over me there, and I believe that I was delivered from whatever that was at that time, and it was quite an experience to be people laying hands on me and just speaking into the spiritual realm for me. And yeah, so I would say that I was delivered through the second time that I went to this festival.
And why would you say? Because after that, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
after that, everything was.
And the crazy thing is, like, I kind of came out of that time of anxiety and depression. I was so anxious as well, and yeah, there was definitely a time where I was considering like taking my own life, and it was really hard. But I came out of it by God's grace, but through His healing, I came out of it, and a few years later, I went to this Christian meeting with my dad, just some dinner meeting, and this guy came up to me afterwards and he said, "Oh, are you Chris's daughter?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, I didn't know who this guy was. Like, "Are you Chris's daughter?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Whatever you experienced when you were like 16, 17, that is never going to happen again."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" Like, I've never met this man. I've actually never met him since.
Wow.
Out of the blue, he said that, and I was like, whoa. And that again reinforced the fact that this was a spiritual experience, and it was from God. So like my Christian journey has been onwards and upwards, and it's been crazy, and I wouldn't change it for the world, but it's definitely a journey that you have to stick with. Like, you have to be, God is so faithful to us. Wherever we go, whether we're right, we make the right steps or the wrong steps in life, and yeah. I'm so glad I became a Christian. So. Oh,
well, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And this is the first one of many to come. Testimony Tuesdays.
I'm a pioneer.
See you
later.
Bye.